Hey everyone, welcome back to Dev Parkour. In this video, I want to do something a little bit different and talk about something that's inspired by my cat, which is somewhere, somewhere around here. There you go, there he is. All right, so like I said, inspired by my cat. So as you might see in the thumbnail, I truly believe that this hustle culture that we've kind of become infatuated with as a society over the past several years is really toxic, really bad for us, and realistically, we should be more like cats. And what I mean by that is not necessarily sleep all day and then be up all night, but take breaks, take regular breaks. So if you've ever played with a cat, you'll know that they're not always running around chasing things. That's what they're known for, right? Chasing mice, that sort of thing. But realistically, when they play, they might spend a little bit of time chasing, and then they take a step back, they find some place to hide, and then they spend a lot of time watching for patterns, watching what the toy is doing, what the mouse is doing, and then they'll go out and pounce. And they might play with it for a while, but they have these periods of kind of active, aggressive chasing, and then resting and thinking and watching, and that's really important. And then of course they sleep quite a bit. So even outside of that, they might play for 15 minutes, maybe half an hour if you're talking about a kitten, and then they will spend the bulk of their day sleeping. A couple things to unpack here. So one, sleep is absolutely important. So hustle, 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 don't sleep. That's a bad way to go. You're gonna burn out 100%. Thing number one to have in your schedule is make sure that you're getting enough sleep. Because if you're not getting enough sleep, your brain's not gonna work at peak performance. And anything you do throughout the day is just not going to be nearly as good as if you had gotten a good amount of sleep. The amount of sleep is different from everybody, so I know some people recommend 8 hours, some people recommend 7 hours. Pick an amount of sleep that's good for you, where you feel like you're going to bed at night before you get tired, so you're not exhausted and then you go to bed, and you get enough sleep consistently so that ideally you can wake up without an alarm. Now, I will say I'm not there yet. I have a lot going on in my life, especially with the upcoming move and stuff like that. I definitely still need an alarm to get up at a reasonable hour. Otherwise, I sleep like an hour or two longer than I really want to be sleeping. So that's my first recommendation, is make sure that you get enough sleep. The next thing from the cat perspective that you should be doing is going back to how cats play. You should be spending some time thinking about what you're doing. Spending probably at least as much time thinking about what you're doing, strategizing, planning, that sort of thing, as you spend actually executing. So if you're a software engineer, that means don't spend all your time writing code on the keyboard. Make sure that you spend a good amount of time, a reasonable amount of time, talking with your coworkers about how the code is going to work, maybe thinking about things, making some architectural decisions, some architectural plans, documenting what you're going to do. Maybe you might stub out some unit tests, or maybe even write some unit tests if that's your way of planning. But take a step back and think about what you're actually doing and how you're actually doing it, so that you're not just going. I think that's kind of the two main things. So this is a short video. I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you found this interesting. Please go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Click that notification bell. I really appreciate that. And leave a comment down below if you have questions or if this really resonated to you. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, including tomorrow. See you later.